What's up everyone, I'm here to show you how to make this super simple iron farm. As you can see, we already got an iron golem right there. It's not super efficient, but that's just because of how simple and how easy it is to make, and I think it's worth every single ingot you get, just to make something this good. I will be doing step-by-step tutorial on how to build it, and I will also show you what parts are necessary to design your own iron farm. So let's get into it. Okay, so it's just been 1 hour. We'll let this guy burn and get his stuff. It's been, yeah, it's been an hour, like maybe plus or minus 1 minute. So that's, there we go. That's like 4 stacks an hour. 256 minus the 4, 252 an hour. In terms of iron farms, that's not a crazy amount, but when you compare it to mining, it is very good. Especially since this is just, you're not even doing anything for this. You can do other stuff like farm crops or breed animals while this thing is running. Especially considering that you can literally get these within the first day if you're lucky. Because if you look at the resources, if you find a village, you can get 3 beds and 3 villages quite easily. Moving the villages might be a pain, but again, you can use boats or minecarts. You need at least 3 iron for buckets. Other than that, you just need a zombie who can hold items. You could literally do that on the first night and have yourself an iron farm that is just passively getting 252 iron per hour while you're doing other stuff. It's so good. Let's go back to the other world, shall we? So on this grassy platform is where I'm going to show you how to build the iron farm. Here's the resources you'll need. I'm using different types of slabs just because I like the way it looks for the big square. You can use all the same slabs if you want, or not. And I'm also using tinted glass. You don't need to use tinted glass. You can just use your normal glass or even no glass. You don't need glass for this build. I just like the way it looks because you can see inside the farm and see what's going on. So first, this block right here is the center block and is where the villagers will be standing. And villagers can spawn iron golems around them with a radius of 8. So that is 8 blocks out and it's in a square. So that's why we've got this big slab platform to prevent the iron golems from spawning. Because mobs can't spawn on bottom slabs. So we're going to be putting those everywhere. So, center block where the villagers stand. And then you got to choose what side you want the zombie on. And what side you want the iron to come flying out of the build. So for me, I like to have the loot come flying out on the same side as the zombie. You can do it on the other side if you want, but I'm just going to build it with the iron coming out on this side. So right there, so the zombie will be on this side, so we have a slab there like that. Then the 3 beds will go like this. We have one there, and one there. And then in the 4 corners of this, we have blocks like that. And then where the zombie will be with the slab, we do a little ring like that. Now we can grab our tinted glass and go like this. So our village is gone there. I'm using spawn eggs, but when you do it, you will probably need to use minecarts or something to have them come over. You also want to have slabs above the beds like that, so other zombies that spawn outside of your farm can't go and kill the villagers. And I'm going to leave a gap here to put our zombie in, and then we want to cover it all up. I'm going to put my 3 villagers there. 1, 2, and 3. Cover them up, nice and good. I'm going to put a temporary block there, just so when we put in the zombie, they don't get scared of the zombie. Because if they get scared, there's 3 of them, they will spawn an iron golem, and this iron golem might kill our zombie. So now we want to dig down here once, and once there. I'm just going to put this water here so I can put a block like so. And we also want to put a wall. Hold on. Right. Let me move the water up. We want to put a wall right there, like that. And so we want to put water here. That's one of our buckets gone. This is just the bucket I'm going to use. So you see how it makes me bounce like that? That means that the villagers will see the zombie often, but they won't see him all the time. Because if they see him all the time, they'll be constantly scared and won't be able to sleep. Which is why we have him pop up and down like this. Because then, on the tiny amount of time that I'm underneath the slab, they're like, oh, thank God he's gone. And then they sleep. And they need to sleep at least once for iron bombs to spawn. I'm going to leave that water out for now, so my zombie doesn't bob up and down and scare them. So I'm going to put the zombie there. And you want your zombie to be able to pick up items. Or give him a name tag, because that means he won't despawn. If your zombie despawns, farm stops working. So I'm going to cover that up like that. So that is the containment area done. So 8 blocks out from the villages being blocked with 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th one, I'm going to do the polished one, because I want to have a nice ring around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. There we go, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of the gaps with the tile slabs. Alright, so all the slabs are in place, which means that at the moment, if we started the farm, the only place iron golems would be able to spawn is up here, because those are full blocks up there. And that is where we want them to spawn. So now we're going to make the killing chamber for them. So let me just grab some temporary blocks to get up here. We want to put stairs all around this. Then we want to do tinted glass, like this. So on the side that the loot comes out, you have a 1-block hole, and on the other side, you have 2 blocks. In those 2 blocks, you want to place 2 stairs. That is where the water's gonna go. There we go. And then you want either fence gates or signs. And we put them like this. At the side with the hole, you do 3 by 3 out, and then you do 1 in the center like that. And as you'll see very soon, open all of them, so you can just walk through them like that. And then you want to put lava like there. Once you've got the lava in place, you want to put 1 and 2 water here. You'll see that they will flow right into the center like that. Now you want to get out, just break this and sit back. There we go. And I actually need to get back up and place a roof on it. There we go. And there you have it. That is the farm all built up. Now we just need to get it working. So, I'm gonna break that temporary block there. Let's put some glass back in. And I'm also gonna need that back actually. And place my water like that. Block this. So you see the zombies bobbing up and down now. You should see soon that... Actually no, you won't see at all. Because the villagers haven't slept. And I've frozen the sun up in the sky. Which is fine, that'll give us time to build up our collection system. So the items fly out onto these two blocks here. And sometimes, depending on where the golem dies, sometimes the golem gets stuck at the side and they fly out at an angle. So I want to put hoppers under these blocks as well. So I'll have chest there and hoppers going into the chest. You can put extra storage under the chest using hoppers. That should be the farm, and you will see that when I change the time to night, the villagers will try and sleep. Like that. So they're all sleeping, but that one keeps getting up and getting scared. And there we go. Iron Golem spawns. He is standing right at the edge, and you'll see his items. They fly out, and on top of the slabs with the hoppers underneath. And there you go, our first iron from our iron farm. So that is how you build it. And now I'll show you just the bare essentials and what you can change and get rid of. So here I am in creative mode. As you can see, I've changed some of the slabs out for other blocks that iron golems can't spawn on. They can't spawn on leaves, buttons, pressure plates, trapdoors, fences, torches, and they also can't spawn on carpets and moss carpets, which is interesting, because if you don't like the industrial look I've given this, you can try and get rid of all the slabs and you can go for a much nicer natural look by using leaves and moss carpets. And I am going to replace all these slabs and show you what that looks like. As you can see, it does work. Iron Golem is only spawning there and not spawning on any of these spaces here. So let me just quickly build the natural looking stuff instead of the slabs. Okay, so I'm back. I've made it all look nice and natural and lovely. As you can see, the iron golem only spawned here. And then it goes through the hoppers. So, I'm pretty sure, not entirely certain, but to test that, I'll remove this. I'm pretty sure iron golems can't spawn on hoppers. And they can't spawn on leaves, so they can't spawn on these oak leaves or the flowering azalea leaves right here. They can't spawn on the moss carpet that goes all the way around, and they also can't spawn on blocks that have flowers or torches on them, like that. As you can see, soon, another one will spawn. Now, one did spawn here, and that was because I forgot to place a flower on this block, and so one spawned outside. So, the main thing you have to remember is just watch it for a bit. If an iron golem spawns outside of it, then just look at what block he spawned on and fix it up. But I think this looks quite nice. Also, another thing you have to keep in mind is that the villagers, if there's any blocks around the bed, yeah, there we go, he spawned. If there's any blocks around the bed out here, the villagers can spawn on it. And those blocks are different to the blocks that stop iron golems from spawning on them. So if I place leaves there, see, he got out of the bed on top of those leaves, like that. me place a flower there for now. They can't get onto slabs. I know that for a fact. Because the slabs are too low. So you could do moss carpet. So I'm pretty sure iron golems can't spawn on glass. We can test that. We're gonna like this. We go chuck some glass there. But I'm pretty sure villagers can get onto glass. See, he's gone back inside because he slept in the bed. And the iron golem, yeah, iron golem can't spawn on glass, but he can, as you can see. So you need to keep it below by at least a slab's level. And he's back inside. Can they get onto walls? It's all just about experimenting. Yep, he can get onto walls. Trapdoors are again too low for him. Like that, as you can see. So yeah. If you want to change the bottom blocks, you can just experiment around with that. Just an important thing to remember is that if you see an iron golem outside of it, then look at the block he spawned on and change it to something else. And with the villagers, if you see a villager running around outside, look around the beds. They can spawn on even the corner blocks here. They can't spawn on this one. That one's too far away. But they can spawn on these corner ones here. And these edge ones. Like that. So the villagers can spawn on those blocks I marked out around the beds. So you just have to be very, very careful with that. So there you go. How to make a simple iron farm in Minecraft. Uses very little resources. Hardest things to get are the 3 villagers and a zombie who can hold an item. Build it as early as you can for that passive iron income. If you got any questions about this farm, or you've got any problems or anything you need help with, let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, that's the end of the video, and it's been Papa Sam.